international host, Michael Bristol. Here are the candidates of Miss Glamour International 2019. Live at Cultural Center of Laguna.
May we stand up for our national anthem, please?
Naglagay ako ng report ko, hindi na nakapagawa sa kanila. Sa stage, sana hindi nasa report ko. May lagay ako dito.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Live to the Cultural Center of Rizal, Laguna, the Miss Glamour International 2019 is brought to you by Primo Modelo Philippines in cooperation of Rizal, Laguna under Mayor Antonino Aurelio, Congresswoman Sol Aragones, and also former Mayor Lowicka and Vice Mayor Veneer Muñoz. May we please welcome the candidates of Miss Glamour International 2019. A round of applause, please.
international pageant that promotes beauty and diversity and empowers women of all race and culture, and of course, language. Tonight, you have just witnessed 19 beautiful candidates from all over the world for the inaugural pageant of Miss Glamour Look 2019. A big hand for them, please. Come on. Miss Glamour Look International 2019 is brought to us by Primo Modelo Philippines Incorporated in cooperation of Rizal Laguna under Mayor Antonino Aurelio, Congresswoman Sol Aragones, and former Mayor Lowicka. We would also like to thank our sponsors. We have Elle Energy Drinks, Placenta Soap, Gusi Perfume, Asha Organic Soap, Noi Tenerife Couture, JM Pageantry Innovation, Jamabanis Crown Maker, and Thread by Francis Denny Sunga and Richard Dumibay with Tess Nicolas. Later on, we're going to thank more people for making this competition possible. But just like in any other competition, we have a set of distinguished people to help us determine who will be the winner for tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you our panel of the Board of Judges. Our first judge is a psychiatrist and an international business consultant. Please put your hands together for Miss Karima Levivisa Gonzalez. Our next judge is the National Director of Netherlands, Belgium, Suriname, Benelux. Please give it up for Danny Garay Nealon. Next in line, we have the Best Designer of Miss Intercontinental 2018, featured designer at Ilustrado Magazine in Dubai, and a member of the Fashion Designer Association of the Philippines. Give it up for Maria Cris de la Peña. We also have the owner of Thread by Far Fashion Couturier, winner designer of Best in Evening Gown of Miss Intercontinental 2018. In the house tonight is Francis Denise Sunga. And to complete our panel for tonight, we have Municipal Mayor of Rizal Laguna from 2010 up to date. Please give it up for Mayor Antonino Aurelio. Thank you so much, and again, a warm round of applause for our distinguished panel of judges, please. So we will probably acknowledge that later on. At this certain point, we have our 19 beautiful delegates from all over the world who will be competing for the title of Miss Glamour Look International 2019. But before that, we would like to give you the presentation of Primo Modelo in their festival costume. Let's give them a big hand, please. strut the catwalk. At this point, of course, we would like to acknowledge one of our judges. She is a former top model from the Philippines and a very beautiful actress. Give it up for Miss Asinit Briones Reyes. Very beautiful and Reno tonight. Welcome. And of course, we would also like to welcome the country head of Elle Energy Drinks in Philippines. Give it up for Martin Bunar. I'm sure the ladies would do good because we have a very handsome judge right over there. Thank you so much for gracing the event. At this point, the ladies would come to the battle of curves, stamina, here at the catwalk as we present to you our Miss Glamour Look International 2019 Swimwear Competition.
Chantal Torres from Australia.
Wow, and this just made summer start really early. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for our candidates tonight. Beautiful in your swimwear. Thank you so much, ladies. You can now prepare for our next segment. And now, to entertain us all, we would like to give you a Star Magic singer and ambassadress from the Talent Academy. Please welcome on stage, Haifa Hassan Malaika.
Hello. Ano siya madam? Para lang yan sa Raymond.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your time tonight. I'm here to sing you a song from Lady Gaga called A Million Reasons. If you know the song, please don't be shy to sing along. Million
maraming salamat. And of course, we would like to invite everyone to the Annual Lag Festival celebration happening here in Laguna on March 2 to March 8 of this year. So please come and celebrate with us with the Annual Lag Festival. But at this juncture, let us all behold exuding poise, elegance, and beauty with all our candidates contending for Miss Glamour Look International 2019 in their long gown competition.
Moreno of Central Philippines. Rowella Frias from Philippines.
tonight. The first one would be the darling of the crowd, who amongst our ladies captured the heart of the audience this evening. To present the award, may we invite Councilor Juliet Lowicka. And our darling of the crowd is Australia. Next award is the darling of the press, who amongst our ladies captured the heart of our press and our friends from the media. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the award, may we invite Miss Rodora Isleta. Our darling of the press is Cameroon. Thank you so much and congratulations to Miss Cameroon, our darling of the press. Next award we have the most friendliest of them all. We call her Miss Congeniality. This award will be presented by Dr. Lani Isleta Palatino. Miss Congeniality is Benelux. Congratulations. Of course, ladies, you have to give Miss Benelux a big hand. Come on. You're friendly as a candidate. Thank you and congratulations. Next award is Miss Body Beautiful, again to be presented by Dr. Lani Isleta Palatino. Miss Body Beautiful is Cameroon. Congratulations to our Miss Bonnie Beautiful. Our next is a corporate award. We call her the Miss Health Energy Drink Ambassadress. And of course, this will be presented by the country head of Health Energy Drinks, Mr. Martin Bundar. Miss Health Energy Drink Ambassadress is Australia. Congratulations, Miss Australia. Our next award would be the Miss Close-Up Smile, who amongst our ladies has the best smile. Can you flash it? Come on! This award will be presented by Councilor Juliet Lowicka. Our Miss Close-Up Smile is Nepal. by Dr. Lani Isleta Palatino, Miss Photogenic is Benelux. And now we're going to give out our last minor award, which is the Miss Social Media. This award will be presented by Miss Rodora Isleta. Miss Social Media is Upper Myanmar. Congratulations, Social Media Award was given to Upper Myanmar. And now we're going to give out our major awards for this evening. Let's begin with the Best in Swimwear. To present the award, we may call Mr. Francis Suma. The Best in Swimwear is Australia. Congratulations. Our next major award is the Best in Evening Gown. The lady who exuded elegance in her evening gown is... But before that, of course, we have to call out our presenter, Marigris de la Peña. So who's your bet for Best in Evening Gown? Ladies and gentlemen, Best in Evening Gown is Poland. Congratulations, Poland, our Best in Evening Gown. And now, just to give you a recap, our darling of the crowd is Australia, darling of the press is Cameroon, Miss Congeniality is Benelux, Miss Body Beautiful is Cameroon, Elle Energetic Ambassadress is Australia, Miss Close Up Smile Nepal, Miss Photogenic is Benelux. Social Media Award was given to Upper Myanmar. Our Best in Swimwear is Australia. And of course, the Best in Evening Gown is Poland. A big hand for all our ladies, please. And at this juncture, for a total of beautiful 19 ladies from all over the world, we would have to trim them down to 10. We will be announcing our top 10 for Miss Glamour Look International 2019. Best of luck to you, ladies. take a deep breath, ladies. We will be announcing the top 10. In no particular order, your journey continues. Poland! Our next finalist is Benelux. Please step forward. Cameroon. Next we have South Philippines. Moving on to our top 10 is Australia. Still a part of the competition tonight, Nigeria. Advancing to the competition is Netherlands. We only have 3 spots left, and one belongs to Middle East. Only 2 names left, and one belongs to Upper Myanmar. For the last spot, before I call her name, let's give the ladies a warm round of applause. For those who did not make it to the top 10, congratulations to Elle for being a part of Miss Glamour International 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, completing our top 10 is Belgium! Friends, a warm round of applause for your top 10 for Miss Glamour International 2019. Alright, so at this point in the competition, the ladies won't have time to celebrate as we advance to our question and answer portion. But of course, we will have to give it a little twist. May I call in Jeffrey to please assist me here on stage? So right over here we have a glamour stage that actually has some papers that have some hashtags with them. So the ladies, I would just have to call you and you have to pick a paper from there, read us the hashtag and tell us what comes into your mind when you read the word, okay, or come across with that hashtag. So to begin with our first question and answer for this evening, may we call in Poland. Please pick a paper. And you have chosen hashtag environment. Again, it's hashtag environment.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When I read the word environment, I believe it's about health, it's about the climate, the globe, it's about us, people. And without
Thank you so much, Poland. Next, we have Benelux. Thank you. You have some fans in the Philippines now. What comes into your mind when you see the hashtag social media? Again, hashtag social media.
Well, mabuhay Philippines. Good evening, everyone. When I heard the hashtag social media, on one hand, you can find social media a danger nowadays because of the bullying that can happen and because of a lot of criticism there are. It's easy to bully people when you are on social media, when you have a distance. But I like to look on the positive side of things because that's how I am as a person. And I find social media something to empower each other. It's a way of connecting everyone around the world, to spread the things we find important, and to create awareness for the things that are most to our heart. So for me, social media is all about connection.
Thank you very much. That was very well said, Miss Benelux. Moving on, let's call in Miss Cameroon. Thank you. Tell us your thoughts about hashtag depression. Again, hashtag depression.
Sorry, I think hello everyone. I'm French first, but I can explain it in English. Just, I asked if I can speak in French. Is it possible? Ok, je pense que la dépression vient de plusieurs attitudes, le travail. I think depression comes from
And for a while, we would be needing an interpreter for Miss Cameroon. Oh, please welcome back Miss Benelux.
Pour moi, la dépression peut venir de plusieurs attitudes. Pour moi, la dépression peut venir de plusieurs attitudes.
For me, it's important to have a positive attitude.
Pour moi, la dépression vient de plusieurs attitudes. Par exemple, si tu travailles beaucoup, si tu as beaucoup de travail,
A lot of work,
des problèmes venant de la famille et de ton environnement, je pense que cela peut t'amener à être dépressif. Et aussi dans le travail et tout ce qui va avec.
okay, so for her, depression comes from a lot of different you are depressed. So that's the short answer.
Thank you so much, Miss Cameron, and of course, Miss Benelux for helping us out there. But I think the judges know the thought. All right, at this juncture, I wish I could speak French to help her out. But now let's move on to our next candidate, Miss South Philippines. Please tell us your thoughts about #education.
Good evening, everyone. For me, education is very necessary, and it is something that everyone needs to have. And with education, no one can bring us down because we have right knowledge, and we will have a greater future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss South Philippines. Now let's call in Miss Australia. Your thoughts about #justice. Again, #justice.
Good evening, everyone. When I hear the word justice, I think of people in this country, the suffering that they go through, all the hardship they go through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Australia. Moving on, may we call in Miss Nigeria. What are your thoughts about #diversity? Again, that is #diversity.
Good evening, everybody. When I hear the word diversity, what comes into my mind is the different way in which people live, like different way in which they act, like diverse. When I hear the word diversity, what comes into my mind is the way in which people act into different things, the way in which they act, they react into things, the way in which they communicate to people. Like my country and your country are different, but because we have to come together to form one, we have to learn how to blend into the system. That is my thought about diversity.
Thank you very much, Miss Nigeria. Now let's call in Miss Netherlands. Your thoughts about #conflict. Again, #conflict.
Well, good evening, everyone. My thoughts about having a conflict is we all have conflict sometimes, but I think it's the best way to try to solve it. We are all unique and we are all beautiful inside, and I think you should try to fix a conflict as soon as possible and try to be friends again if that's possible. That's my thought of conflict. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Netherlands. Next, we have Middle East. Give us your thoughts about #inequality.
When inequality comes into my mind, I think of all the countries who are being maltreated, who do not
Thank you very much, Miss Middle East. Now we're down to Miss Upper Myanmar. Tell us your thoughts about hashtag beauty.
Good evening and good night, everyone. Good evening. Okay, I'm Kim from Myanmar, and when I see the hashtag beauty, it comes into my mind about two types of beauty: inner beauty and what should I say, surface beauty, like physical beauty, of course. And we need two. Then, what's most important is the inner beauty. If one doesn't have inner beauty, no matter how she is beautiful and physically, she will never succeed and she will never get love from anybody else on the world. Do you agree with that? Thank you, Miss Micah.
Thank you so much, Miss Upper Myanmar. And to complete our top 10, we have Miss Belgium. Give us your thoughts about hashtag poverty. Again, hashtag poverty.
Good evening, everyone. When I think of poverty, my first thing that comes to my mind is poverty in a material way, like having not enough money, not enough food, that kind of life. But I also think about poverty in the way of love, because a lot of people these days are really busy with material things, and they don't have a lot of friends, a lot of family, because they're always busy with that. So I think we also should think about poverty in the way of love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Belgium. And that, ladies and gentlemen, completes our first set of question and answers for our top 10 finalists for Miss Glamour Look International 2019. Why don't we give them another warm round of applause? They are a woman of substance indeed. Then again, we would like to thank our partner venue, Tala Resort and Restaurant, SM City San Pablo, Canal de Rizal, and the Cultural Center of Laguna. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of the reigning Mr. Eco International Philippines, Robin and Ralph. At this point, we would like to give you another entertaining number. Please welcome on stage, Clarice.
Nigeria.
shine bright tonight, you and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. High too high, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. 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 Good luck, ladies.
Thank you so much, and indeed, you glamorous ladies would be shining like diamonds tonight. At this point, from our top 10, we would have to trim them down to our final 5. But ladies and gentlemen, again, a warm round of applause for your top 10 finalists. Ladies, are you ready? The first contestant who made it to our top 5 is... Again, this is in no particular order. Step forward. Belgium. You are still a part of the competition. Poland. Earning our 3rd spot is Upper Myanmar. The 4th spot belongs to Netherlands. And to complete our top 5, give it up for Benelux. Ladies and gentlemen, your top 5 for Miss Glamour Look International 2019. Congratulations, ladies. And now we proceed to our question and answer portion. Again, assisting me here on stage is Jeffrey. Ladies, I would be asking you to pick your question from our glamorous cage right over there and deliver us your beautiful answer. Let's begin with Belgium. Are you ready? I will be reading the question twice. What have you learned from this competition? Again, what have you learned from this competition?
Well, when I first started the competition, when all the girls arrived, I saw that we were from all different cultures and we're all diverse, and that we were not alike, but all unique in our own way, with all the different cultures. And what I learned is to understand each other's culture more and see their point of view. And I've learned that we are all equal, even though we're so diverse. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Belgium. Next we have Poland. Here is your question. How do you plan to contribute to the society if you win the crown today? Again, how do you plan to contribute to the society if you win the crown today?
Thank
you. I plan to contribute to society by continuously helping with my charity work and build my own platform as well as advocacies. That's how I plan to contribute to society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Poland. Now let's have Upper Myanmar. Mingalaba. Here is the question. How can we make this world a better place to live in? Again, how can we make this world a better place to live?
Hi everyone, I'm from Myanmar. To make it a better world is not only about people, but also about other factories. Anyway, one thing that can make a better world is sympathy. Sympathy, and another thing is peace. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Upper Myanmar. Now let's have Netherlands. What is your idea of happiness and success? Again, what is your idea of happiness and success?
My idea of happiness and success is first of all to believe in yourself. If you have a dream, you should chase that dream. And the happiness is, if I speak for myself, I have very lovely family and kind friends who support me for doing this, and that's my happiness.
Thank you so much, Netherlands. And now we have Benelux. Here is the question. Who is the most inspiring person in your life and why? Again, who is the most inspiring person in your life and how?
Well, if I have to be honest, I met a lot of inspiring people in my life when it comes to my family, people around me who inspire me. But the most inspired I get by the challenges I face myself and the way I overcome them. I experienced quite a lot of difficulties in my childhood when it comes to mental health issues and those kind of things. But I learned how to overcome these, and by overcoming my challenges day by day, I want to inspire others and myself to pursue my dreams and to keep inspiring others. So I inspire myself the most, especially in the way I overcome my challenges.
Thank you so much, Ms. Benelux. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our top 5 finalists. And now we would like to give you back our finalists in their designer gowns or designer's gown presentation.
Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trends. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough.
kalaban ni Nantha.
Thank you so much, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our designer's look for our top 5. At this point, we will be announcing our top 3. We would like to thank STI, our official tabulator, for tonight's competition. Right after our top 3, we will go straight to our final question and answer. Ladies, are you ready? In no particular order. The first contestant who made it to our top 3 is Upper Myanmar. Filling the second spot is Poland. There is only one spot left. And that belongs to Benelux. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your top 3 for Miss Glamour Look International 2019. Thank you so much, ladies, and congratulations. Again, no time to celebrate at this point because we will proceed to our question and answer portion. But there is only one common question that I will be asking the 3 of you. So, Miss Poland and Miss Benelux, kindly proceed at the backstage as our staff would have to cover your ears and bring you back to an exclusive room tonight. Okay. Let me know if the ladies are okay. Hello there, Miss Upper Myanmar. How are you feeling right now?
Unexpected and surprised.
Give some love for our candidate over here. Do you have any message to your Filipino fans?
And you know what? Since the day I first arrived here, I felt like I'm home because Myanmar, our country, is totally similar, and I feel like home because Filipino people are so kind and helpful. That's why I love Philippines.
Thank you. Are you ready for the question? Okay. I will be reading the question twice. Here it goes. What do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019? Again, what do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019?
I'll answer long, just one thing. Confidence! Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Upper Myanmar. I love that confidence. Now let's give it to our next finalist, Poland. Must I say that you look really beautiful in your gown tonight? Are you ready for the question?
Yes, of course I am.
Okay, I will be reading the question twice. Here it goes. What do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019? Again, what do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019?
Thank you. I think my best quality is my personality because I'm just outgoing, always there, and I have such a heart, like kind heart. So my personality is my best quality.
the question twice. Here it goes. What do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019? Again, what do you think is your best quality to be the first Miss Glamour Look International 2019?
Well, for me, there is one value in my life that stands out through everything I do, and that all comes down to positivity. Because you can be negative, you can be sad, you can be disappointed, but what's the sense of all of it if you cannot, you will block if you think in a negative way, and if you think positive, doors will open for you. Don't face challenges as a challenge or a disappointment. Face them as a challenge to accept and to make the most of it. Try to make the best of every experience. Try to turn your challenges into your lessons. And just make your positive heart shine through. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Ms. Benelux. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I give you your top 3 finalists for Miss Glamour Look International 2019 for their final look. competition. Again, Miss Glamour Look International 2019 is brought to you by Primo Modelo Philippines Incorporated in cooperation with Rizal Laguna under Mayor Antonino, Aurelio, Congresswoman Aragones, and former Mayor Lowicka. Ladies, are you ready? I will be announcing the second runner-up. To present the award, may we call on stage Mr. Francis Zunga and Ms. Maricris de la Peña. And the second runner-up for Miss Glamour Look International 2019 is Upper Myanmar. Congratulations to our second runner-up. So we only have two ladies left, Poland and Veneer. May we call in the presenters for the first runner-up, Karima Malaika and Miss Hasidit Briones Reyes. And our presenters for Miss Glamour Look International 2019, Miss Nanny Romy and Elle and Mayor Antonino Aurelio. As we only have two ladies left, but only one will be crowned Miss Glamour Look International 2019. But the role of the first runner-up is really important, as if the title holder won't be able to fulfill her duties, first runner-up shall take place. Just to be clear to everyone, I will be announcing the title holder. Miss Glamour Look International 2019 is Poland! Our first runner-up is Veneer.
Closer! Closer!
Closer!
Closer!
Renan! Renan, closer!
Closer! Three of you
Closer.
closer! Together!